Okay, I'm going to show you 6 simple steps on how to set the Razor zero stop. Step number 1 is you simply want to spin the elevation turret clockwise until you feel the zero stop engage. There's a indicator arrow on the scope itself that tells you which direction up is, which is counterclockwise, so that will let you know which direction you need to turn it, and you'll feel it stop. Your scope may not necessarily line up with 0. This one has already been set at 0. It could line up anywhere. It doesn't really matter at this point. You just need to turn it clockwise until you feel it stop. Okay, step number 2, you simply need to remove the outer turret cap, and you do that by using a 2mm hex wrench, and you use that to loosen these 3 set screws around the top of the turret. Now, one thing you'll notice when you start to pull this turret off, it's O-ring sealed, so you will get some air pressure in there. So you just need to put some firm pressure on it, and it'll come right off. Okay, step number 3. First of all, you'll notice that there's an instruction on the inner turret cap, and that simply is telling you to spin the turret clockwise till you feel the zero stop engage, which we already did that in step 1. But if you haven't done that already, it's just telling you once again to do that. So step number 3 is simply to unlock the 3 lock screws on the zero stop. Again, you use a 2mm hex wrench for that. So we'll unlock these set screws. Okay, step number 4 is simply zeroing your rifle scope on your rifle by dialing the elevation and windage turrets, just like you would on a normal rifle scope. Once you have that zeroed, step 4 is complete. One thing that you will notice is that when these lock screws have been loosened, it disengages from the zero stop mechanism, and it also disengages from the clicker mechanism. It's designed that way because it allows you to fine-tune your elevation. If you've got a real high precision rifle and you want your elevation fine-tuned to a point that's between a click, you can do that. Because there's no clicks, you can actually dial it in between clicks. So when you're dialing in your windage and elevation to zero your rifle, instead of feeling for clicks, you simply have to look at the scale on the inner turret cap and use that to dial. The windage will have clicks on it. Okay, step number 5, once you've zeroed your rifle scope, step number 5 is simply just relocking these lock screws with the 2mm hex wrench. Okay, once those lock screws are tightened again, your clicks should return and your zero stop should be set. You can test that. It should stop right where you had it set. So step number 6 is simply replacing the outer elevation turret cap, and when you replace it, again you'll feel pressure because of these O-rings, and you simply push the turret on and line up the zero mark on the outer turret cap with the indicator line below the turret, and then retighten these set screws. And that's it. Your zero stop should be set. Your click should return to normal, and you should feel a solid stop right at your 0 point. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to just go to our website at www.vortexoptics.com, or you can give us a call anytime at 1-800-426-0048, and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. All right, thanks a lot.